AfterBuzz TV, starting place to the likes of WWE female superstars Kathy Kelly, Sonya Deville, and Zelina Vega, proudly presents Women's Wrestling Weekly, the world's first podcast and YouTube series dedicated exclusively to women's wrestling, featuring all the latest news as well as interviews with top superstars in the industry. And now, AfterBuzz TV's own gorgeous lady of wrestling, TK Trinidad.
Bonjour, everybody. You're watching Women's Wrestling Weekly, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. I'm TK Trinidad, a.k.a. the Canadian Assassin. And right beside me, we have America's Chocolate Sweetheart, a.k.a. Coco Cena, a.k.a. Evan T. Mack. What's going on?
Coco Cena in the building, you know what I mean? Like, the weather outside is frightful.
You're not wearing your stretchies today.
It's cold, girl, but the fire's so delightful. Listen, shout out to everybody in the chat roll, man. Shout out to you, TK Trinidad, always putting the show down, girl. I appreciate you. Well, I ain't got to do much but show up. So shout out to me.
We're not even gonna get into that. Today is always an amazing day. We have an amazing show. We're gonna do Star of the Week. We're gonna do some news, but let's get with our guests. We have nothing but amazing guests that come on the show every single time.
Yeah.
She is a cat rescuer known as Kitty from WOW, the beautiful Brenda from Lucha Underground. We have Holly. I was like, Howie. Let me rewind that back.
Howie Meandel.
I know. Holly Meowy is in the building.
Yay! What up, Santa babies?
What up?
The outfit, though.
Yeah, the outfit's off the
This
chain.
is...
Well, you know, Meowy Catsmas. Up to everybody.
Yeah,
I gotta represent my pink kitty pride.
I know, but the hat is matching the jacket.
Yeah, I need that
like,
jacket,
is that a set?
No. I actually got this for Taya's bachelorette party. And the hat was a Victoria's Secret hat I had from a long. I have amazing costume closet.
Yeah, you gotta switch that. I need that jacket. Yeah, I do this show. I
You know,
I
I
You'll
think
be
he's
like
just...
the Hulk. It'll like split in the back.
Well, he was dressed up as a Sailor Moon for Halloween or something, so, I mean, he might be able to figure it out.
Oh my God, that's my ultimate favorite cartoon character.
Yeah, I mean, you never.
He had the wig and it was very disturbing but
gosh.
interesting all at the same time.
Yay.
So we're going to get more into your business.
All up in your business.
Let's hit that news real quick.
Women's Wrestling News.
You know, we ain't got much today, but I wanted to talk about something, man. Listen, I wanted to throw this at you, girlfriend. See, listen, Fox aims to push Ronda Rousey on SmackDown next year. Listen, it's like this. It's epic push. It's the Ronda Rousey express is going on right now. Everywhere. So listen, so Fox wants Ronda Rousey on SmackDown for 2019. It's been known for some time that Fox will host SmackDown starting next year. The network has recently shared that it wants SmackDown to do more of a sports feel rather than comedy-heavy show. So that way they will fit in with their network's other sports programming. In order to fit with that scheme, Fox is looking to add Ronda Rousey to the SmackDown lineup, which they expect to make her a key player in the efforts to cross promotional campaigns between Fox and other programs and WWE. It's like Fox has stated they feel Rousey's MMA history, her rise to the top of WWE, credibility, and name recognition will be a major selling point for SmackDown, as well as the network's intention of being sports focused. She gonna take them to the promised land.
I don't know, because now you're changing all the
Everything.
writing. And then what happens with everybody else?
And I'm not. This is a huge story, so I know they're probably gonna make this happen. Fox is like, yo.
Yeah, well, I mean,
they wouldn't have had this deal if they wouldn't have got some concessions.
I mean, she's been on Raw. She's pretty much gone through most of the locker room. Her, Charlotte, and Becky on SmackDown makes sense. You can do a whole bunch of stories that way. I would say get the title off of her and have her chase it again.
Yep.
And you can do it because, I mean, both locker rooms are great, but the locker room and SmackDown I just feel might work better for Ronda. And it just depends on what they mean by sports heavy. Like, how they change it. We already know that the storylines on SmackDown are a little bit better than the storylines on Raw. So are they going to keep the same storyline? You know, doing something different.
Again, and going to what you're saying, like, they wouldn't have made this deal. You know, WWE, they wouldn't have made this deal unless they agree with what they're saying here. So clearly, when Fox was presenting their ideas, WWE was like, "Oh no, chill, we ain't gonna do that."
It wasn't like a bait and switch.
Yeah, so clearly I think they know what they're getting into. So we'll see what happens when they make it, the Ronda Rousey show. You know, and like I said, anything that's positive for women, I'm down. You know what I mean? No matter who it is, you know, if you gonna feature a lady that can beat me up, we good. You know what I mean?
What do you think of Ronda, Holly?
Anything for pussy power, I'm all about it.
Huh?
All girl power.
This is a family show.
I'm all about it.
Let's add that to the OMG moments, Tony.
Now we gotta put like explicit.
No, it's a kiddie thing, not a bound chicken meow meow
But you
thing.
gotta hear what
like,
people
come
hear.
on.
When people hear through the podcast airwaves, Holly.
No,
when they
mind
hear,
out of the gutter.
man, listen, I'm sorry my mind went there, but now I gotta put explicit by the podcast tab and iTunes. Messing with you.
Tony's like, let's move on.
Man, Holly, man, we gonna listen. Me and Holly got beef already. But no.
Hopefully it's vegan beef.
See, now, we gonna put a pin in that because I got a whole lot of vegan question because that right there, you already ruffling my feathers with that right there. But anyway, okay, so last thing, Viper and Kaylee Ray's Queen of Insanity will define ICW for years to come. You know, we gotta give other promotions love. You know what I mean? I be getting DMs.
Yeah.
And I be getting all
they
kinds
send you
of-
the DMs?
Oh, I get a couple DMs. You always talk about WWE. Well, listen, that's the flagship. You know what the flagship is? It's the big ship in the front, and the little baby promotions in the back with their little flag. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. That's what the people want. But anyways, this match is something that WWE would never do in a million, trillion, billion, gazillion years.
Amazing match.
It's an amazing match. I've seen different pictures, different video clips that I got, and it was one of those, it's like an extreme match, steel chairs, kendo sticks, 80,000 thumbtacks, a staple gun, a pink cheese grater. It's like one of those matches that most women wouldn't even sign up for.
Yeah.
It's so shout out to Viper and Kaylee Ray's Queen of Insanity match. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that type of match and is it something you like to see? Is something that you think WWE would ever do? Because I don't think they would ever do something like
I don't think they'll do that. I mean, we did see Viper in season 1 of Mae Young Classic. She's an amazing wrestler.
Yeah.
Bucks all the trends.
Yes. That's a good
It's one of those things where it's you can't do. That's the diversity of promotions. You can't do, if you do the same thing, then you're not going to watch any of the promotions. There's a huge difference between Impact to ROH to Shimmer to Shine to Lucha.
Yeah.
So it's whatever you want. So if you're not really into the WWE and the mainstream type of wrestling, you can go to several different places.
Well said.
So, you know, amazing match. And the great thing in the era that we're in today, like I've said so many times, because people have been calling me out.
So much content.
There's so much content, and we have social media. So we can all see it. We can see it. And we have access to it.
And that's a great point you make. Just like, if you don't like that, you don't like this restaurant, you go to another restaurant. If you don't like this kind of thing, you go over here. Like so you're absolutely right. In these kind of matches for the extreme fans, for like the ECW type fans, like this is amazing.
Yeah. Anything that makes me cringe
Cringe?
and cover my eyes, I'm not for it, but I'm for it. Because now you're evoking emotions. Like, oh my gosh, I can't. Like when I was watching Creed, I saw Creed, like opening day, great movie, half naked dudes, I'm all about it.
She don't care about the plot, subplot, character development.
Creed. Did you see Creed
I
yet?
haven't.
Drama, death.
Oh my gosh,
haven't
Drago's son, he's amazing. He was so amazing. I remember the last time I did this, he was so amazing. I started following him on social media during the movie. Like that's how
You
hot
brought
he is.
out your phone and it's like all bright. And
Yeah,
people are like,
because
oh my God.
he's hot. And I remember the last time I did that. The last time I did that was during Moonlight. The last guy in Moonlight, he was so hot that
From Marshall?
No, the main character. He's Trevante or something like that.
TK
He was so
Boudoir,
hot.
man,
I pulled out my phone and I followed him. And that was the last time I did that. I think that was 3 years ago. So that's,
Yeah.
Creed gives you a lot of eye candy.
All up in the boudoir.
So, I don't even know where I was going with that, but...
She got sidetracked. She's like naked man.
Yes!
This is a women's show, TK.
I'm just saying.
You gotta
Drago's
go see
son.
Aquaman then.
Oh my gosh, I
Hello.
call him Lisa Bonet's husband.
Yeah.
I love him too. He's awesome.
TK boudoir.
Yeah, I mean it's great promotions. There's
Yeah.
different stuff for different folks, and we have access to see it. So kudos to that.
Cool. That's it for me.
You want to let the AfterBuzzers know what they gotta do?
I believe I guess I could do that. You know what I mean? Just one of them things you got to promote. And listen, AfterBuzzers. Listen, our network produces the after show for nearly all your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality, TV, sci-fi, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve television fans, but now we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that is tailor-made for you and help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, TK, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air.
GM
Johan
Boza.
Pena, Bosa, Star, Drew, Ghost, Jay Will, what up? For now, thanks for being the best fans and helping us be the ESPN of TV talk. Holly, we got to talk about your terrible vegan diet.
Wait, we have to do Holly's Holly's song. Let DJ Tony cue it up.
All right, everybody. This is DJ Tony, the DJ Tony Minute right here.
Okay, DJ Tony Town.
And this song is brought to you by the one and only Holly Meowy.
Meowy.
Meow.
And now, without further ado.
Holly Hawaii.
Meow. Actually, Meow.
It's all up
the
in
mics,
you.
The mics here. Wow.
It's not like
on.
that. You know what I mean. See, that's mine and the good. That's TK
It's
right there.
like-
That's TK, I know.
Yeah, the mics
And
are.
I wore lip gloss today, so I'm like, it's got all my lip gloss.
It's so
all
hard
in
to get used to
there.
that because it's always there.
Yeah.
Oh.
The mics here are very
Invasive,
phallic.
yes.
Yes. So let's get up into the business now.
All up in your business.
Well, do you want to ask the vegan?
Yeah, we gotta.
Okay.
Yes, because I'm tired of y'all vegans, man. Let's see, y'all get on my nerves. Man.
All
Y'all
of
listen.
us?
I can't stand all. Yeah, literally every single one of y'all. Y'all gonna live till y'all like 135. I understand.
What's wrong with that?
You will outlive me. I never doubted that. You have your amazing 50,000-year-old people. What is? Stop acting like there's beef that tastes like beef when it don't taste like beef.
There
Oh my-
is beef that tastes
Oh
like
my
beef.
You know what I'm
God,
talking about, vegan
Lit-
beef.
If you ever went to Lotus Vegan down the street, you would be changed for the rest of your 9 lives.
It
for
tastes
sure.
like regular beef. You've been so far removed from real beef,
Oh, well,
you
that's
forget.
true. But you're right, because I have not eaten meat since I was 6 years old.
Oh,
And,
wow.
and it's a
So,
good,
yeah.
and it's a good thing though. I'm just teasing you, but I just want to know y'all's philosophy.
Teaser.
Explain your
Just a
philosophy.
little teaser.
Explain your philosophy. So explain to me. Give me. So let's say I was an alien from a different planet and I came down. Yo, tell me, why should I be a vegan? What would you say to the alien?
Because it's cruel to eat another living life, you know? Like this, I mean, you're eating a corpse. Barf. Like, that's
fair point.
not
It's a fair
okay.
point.
I don't even know why you asked her that question.
Yeah,
fair.
that,
I know
it's like, I mean, it's, do you eat other people? No.
that is a.
Are- so why eat an animal at all? Like, you know.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't eat anything with a face. Like, I don't even like eating an animal cookie with a face. Anything that had a
Not
face
even an
at
animal
one.
cookie?
No, just nothing with a face before, because then it has eyes and it has feelings and
you.
a brain and like, you
I'm
know.
just playing devil's advocate over here. I talked to Austin Aries about the vegan thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
I got a question.
Yeah, shoot,
for
Tony.
Holly.
Shoot,
I
Tony.
want to know, Holly, what's your take on vegan cats? There are people out there in the world who try to
yeah, I saw an
convert
article about this.
their cats to being vegan,
Yeah,
when
it's
in
interesting.
reality the DNA of a cat is just they're
Hunt and kill.
They're predators.
they're carnivores through and through. Cats actually get sick of being from trying to be vegan. So what would you say? What's your take?
I don't agree with making your cats like not eat meat. Like, because you're right. They're carnivores. And I mean, it'd be like, but they're eating their own species. They're not like, we don't eat people.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
with
And
you.
they
So,
also
like-
balance the ecosystem.
Yeah,
They
like
have to kill things
you know,
in to balance the ecosystem.
I don't like watching it, and I don't like go here's a bird and kill it to my cats. You know, I don't do that or anything. But I do buy them food that has chicken in it and stuff, because I actually did try this before with my animals. I tried to make them vegan, and
what was it like?
my dog Pumpkin literally pooped and puked all over the house, and it was a disaster.
Wow.
Like, it got she literally got sick.
Oh.
So I just was like, okay, I tried it once. I'm not going to subject my animals to that, and they are meant to eat each other.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But we're like a different species than them, so we shouldn't eat them.
Yeah, we're like the only living thing on Earth that like is a parasite. We like don't contribute to the world at all. We like destroy.
Yeah,
That's just what we do. That's what humans do.
I mean, I think one of those things with the whole vegan thing is that one, the meat. I just don't even want to get this whole.
No, but that's a good stuff
But
though.
they're
That's good
not
stuff.
the how they process the meat is it's half poison. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
for
so
sure.
It's like if you grew, for me, because I am like vegan vegetarian, if I went back to the islands and like we have chickens on the farm,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind dabbling in that. But here, like I taste the difference.
Right.
Like, it's,
And they keep
size
them in
and
these
growth.
tiny little
Yeah.
cages where they can't even move. And then like there's like mad cow disease.
Yeah.
There's all
You're right.
sorts of, and then you keep them. They mistreat the animals here. Is what it is. It's
How
like like
killed cows.
You know,
crazy.
it's just not okay.
Yeah.
And the way that the chickens that lay eggs here is like
I'm with
cruel and mean.
But you eating chicken
I'm
tonight?
just David
The way I'm being forced to eat this microphone is cruel and mean.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
You can put it away from your mouth. It's okay.
I just like
Okay.
I just like to hear different. I just like to hear those perspectives. You know what I mean? Just from a person who eats meat. And,
Oh, so faux fur. Like, it's funny because I love faux fur coats. Like, they're my favorite because they keep me extra super warm and toasty during this time of season.
yes.
And so I wear a lot of faux fur. But then, of course, I get, people attacking me like, oh, my God, I thought you liked animals. Why are you wearing? And I'm like,
It's fake.
This is Forever 21 crap. Like, this
is that
like,
Forever 21 for
this
real?
is actually H&M.
Shout
But
out to
it's
H&M.
literally,
That
if you
goes fire.
feel it, you can feel the difference.
Right.
But if I take a photo, nobody's going to totally be able to see
Why does
that
people-
it's like wearing a stuffed animal.
I'm just
you know?
surprised people don't wear faux fur though. Like, why you?
Yeah, why?
See,
yeah,
that's where
why
I do
are
draw
you
the line
wearing-
though. I can't wear real
Why
fur.
are you wearing like another animal's skin?
I've never
Yeah.
understood.
Do
that.
We
you
don't
wear
need
another
to.
human skin?
Like, I'll eat some
Maybe that. What's his face did that? Who was that guy who did
Leatherface?
that?
Leatherface. Shout out to Leatherface.
Yeah, like what
Ed-
was
Ed
Bundy?
Gein.
No.
Ed-
Who was
Ed-
the other
Ed-
one?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dahmer. One. Yeah. him.
Damn, but Jeffrey Dahmer river. Shout out to
That
Jeffrey
guy.
Dahmer.
He was a
Cheese and crackers.
he was actually a cannibal. It was I believe Ed Gein who cut off the skin of women and wore it.
Yeah, Ed Gein and Jeffrey Dahmer, like two
Man,
of
Jeffrey
the,
Dahmer rivers on
you
Women's
know,
Wrestling Weekly.
Telling you.
the celebs of mass murder.
No, I'm with you. No, I feel like I'm glad because you're passionate about animals and stuff. So this kind of does tie into your passions and your non-profits. See, I did a
you're
little bit
still
of
gonna eat
did a
chicken
little bit of-
Shame on you.
Moving on.
did not say that.
Moving
He's
on.
like walking across the street.
Yeah,
he's
just
like,
munching
gonna
on
get
like a
his
chicken wing.
That is
sandwich.
not true.
Hold on,
What's
TK,
gonna
that was rude.
That
was rude.
That's not
It
true.
might have been rude, but it's facts.
That's not.
So let's move on to WOW.
Just remember this pink person
I
staring
will. I
at
swear.
you
I'm like, good
and
lord.
she lives close too.
Yeah.
God.
in your window, spying on your meal.
Can't stand it. You are terrible.
So you've done a lot beyond WOW.
Yes.
So you were on 2.5 Men. You've been, like, I saw your reel, like you've been in everything.
Absolutely.
You're kind of one of those people that's like, now that I know you, I'm gonna start seeing you in all the things.
Yeah, I do little guest spots and stuff, and I do, comedy things
Now,
mostly.
is there anything that's like it was your favorite thing to do, like as far as acting wise?
Okay. So I really had a fun time when I was on the Sarah Silverman program.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I played sexy Hitler, and everyone's like, "Why did you do that?" I'm like, "She's Jewish.
It's just comedy.
It's fine. It's just
She gave
comedy."
you the pass,
and
yeah.
then I turned into sexy Einstein after that. So I was playing 2 different roles.
Okay.
That was really fun because I got to work with Ed Asner, like one of my You think he's hilarious? I love
He is.
grandpas.
He is.
Not like an Anna Nicole style, but just like
Shout out to Anna Nicole.
I
God
love
rest her soul.
grandpas as friends, but not like that kind of friends.
We weren't thinking that, Holly.
Okay, but
'Cause he's an
I know a
adorable,
lot
funny
of
man.
people. He's fun, right?
Yes.
He just had a birthday recently, and he loves cats. So shout out to Ed Asner.
Shout out to Ed, man. Ed Asner, Jeffrey Dahmer, Anna Nicole Smith
Anna
references.
Nicole, all of this.
Now, we were talking.
I had a good time on that show. They're just fun people.
That's lovely.
Rob
Now,
Schraub was
we
the
were talking
director.
before the show got started. You were on WOW, and you were Lana Starr's assistant.
Yeah.
What I didn't know, because I remember we did have her on the show. I think either episode 2 or 3, that she's born and raised LA girl. But so are you.
Yeah.
So tell me, you guys actually met before WOW. What do you guys do?
Yeah, so we were on a bikini team called the Bikini Brigade. And what the Bikini Brigade does is they go to like events, like pool parties that are just opening up in Vegas or different places, and we host them. So like we're like a brigade where all the girls in the bikinis come, and if you want to see us, you'll come to the party and hang out with us. And so we just traveled kind of as like a traveling bikini circus. Sort of. Which is like every summer we would open up the club,
And
like
this
the
is in
pool
Vegas, right?
clubs in Vegas. We had some appearances out here, I think. But yeah, I met her there. And then when I actually answered a casting call for WOW Women of Wrestling, I didn't even know it was a wrestling show. I went to the audition and then saw wrestling rings, and I was like, "Ooh, get me out of here. Like, what is this?" And then David McLean was in the elevator, and he's like, nope, we don't got anybody like you. Turn around. Like he
Wow.
really got me to like audition, and they thought I was great. And then Lana and me knew each other, so she was like, oh my God, I need an assistant. And that's kind of how it all came about, that I became Kitty.
So now
I was her pet.
Now, did
Kitty.
you do any of the like wrestling training, or this?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I did a bunch of wrestling training and stuff, and I like Jungle Girl. I wrestled with her a little bit, and I got thrown around. I actually got a concussion once from there. I hit my head on the ropes, so it was really fun.
Wow.
I ripped out one of Spike's extensions. I did some, she had blood. There was some blood involved, and I always like smack people with the mirrors. That was my thing. Was like, hitting people overhead with mirrors and stuff. Daily things I do anyways.
Yeah.
Now, has there been, WOW just taped. It's going to be airing January 19th. Have you been talking to David as far as, because I am absolutely positive they're going to get picked up for another season.
Okay.
So has there been any talks as far as you coming back and doing something?
I mean, we'll see. I don't know. The door, we'll see.
Okay.
David and me have a great relationship. We're close. We're good friends. And Lana, of course, and me, we love being together. We think our chemistry. But, I'd have to push out, that whole thing or join them, the Beverly Hills Babes. Because that's their new, thing. I feel like one of my eyelashes. Do you have eyelash extensions?
I do, yeah.
I do, too. One of them's, falling out. I'm like, what is that little thing on my eye? Okay. Anyway, so Lana and me, we've talked about, and we're like, oh, we miss each other, and we love our chemistry and stuff. So if she hires me back, her, she would. But so it's basically we'll see what happens.
So you mean when David comes in to the show, we can just let him know that you're ready to come back?
You guys tell him that you are ready for me to come back.
I think that'd be, you are an incredible asset. And I think, you might be an asset for both of them. It's a whole nother storyline.
Yeah, I have people literally emailing me and contacting me all the time, like, when are you going back to WOW? When are you going? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I've been doing Lucha, and I kind of took on the whole Brenda persona. Yeah. So I've been focusing on Brenda, but now that we're rep by the same company, MGM, I can totally do both.
Yeah. Because Shaw Guerrero is doing it.
So we'll see about the negotiations on that.
I like that. Now tell us, you did mention Lucha. So how did Lucha come about?
Okay, so I was literally... WOW and me had been, working together for a bit. We had filmed, but hadn't filmed in a while. And my agent was like, oh, there's another show that's kind of like a wrestling-based show. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll look into it. And so I looked into it, and they were having auditions. And when I went, the audition was for a girl that was from Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. That's what they wanted. Somebody with a really obnoxious voice. And I fit that. So I guess that's why I got the job. But I came in fully dressed up like Audrey and very
white dress on, or
no red, but very just more, different than the other girls that were there, and I got it. They called me right away, immediately after I left. I got a voicemail from them saying I was hands, hook, line, and sinker. Is that the phrase?
Yeah, you got it.
Hands, hook, line, and hands, hooker, line, and sinker. Got the job.
And I think too, with your experience with WOW, it's just a natural. She knows she knows the business.
Yeah,
too.
I've been thrown around. I know, I have experience in wrestling stuff. So yeah, they knew that I could handle it. Lucha is a little bit more, scary.
Yeah.
It's real blood. It's real. I mean, WOW, I'm sure there's some bloody things sometimes.
Bloody.
Yeah.
But Lucha is it's everybody looks like Carrie by the end of the show. It's
I think it was season 2 with Vampiro, where him and Pentagon went after. Was it Pentagon
Jr.? Yeah.
No.
I think you're right.
Yeah, they went after each other, and he was just I literally was watching. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Oh, and Marty too.
Yeah.
Marty came backstage like at the end, and I was worried about. He was like just so
covered.
bloody, had
Damn.
flesh pieces hanging off his body on the floor.
Damn.
I'm like, wow, this is super real. Okay,
Lucha
like
don't mess around.
yeah, no, Lucha does not mess. It's underground. It's like Fight Club. I mean, that's what it is. It's
Exactly.
like an underground situation.
So what's your favorite memory, or what's your favorite, like, when you think of Lucha, because, you know, it's on hiatus at the moment. What's your favorite, like, what's your thought? What's the first thought that comes to mind?
I miss Famous B. We have a really close friendship. He's like, you know, even though he abuses me on television, I love him so much. Like, we get along like super. We get each other. We're both Leos.
Oh, you're a Leo too.
Are you?
That makes
are
sense.
You Leo?
I am.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Meow meow. Meow meow meow.
A lot of entertainers are Leos.
Yeah, Leo power.
Yeah. Obama's a Leo too. Just
Shout out to Barack.
Just saying.
Oh yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Strong-minded man.
Yeah. So is Madonna.
Yeah, Madonna is too.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like a
lot of
virgin.
people.
A lot of entertainers.
Pretty
Yeah,
cool, actually.
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
So Famous B is like one of your memories. Anything else? Like, who would you like to wrestle from Lucha Underground?
Wow. You mean like because she's mean to me, or because what do you think?
Just
Kind of like literally just like who would you like to wrestle, or would you like to anybody that comes to mind?
I mean, I would love to wrestle Masquerita. To be honest, because we had that whole falling out. He used to be my baby, and then he was, you know, a bad baby.
Yeah.
And then I just think it would be funny if we kind of just wrestled each other.
I
think that would be really hilarious. I would love to wrestle the evil doll, of course. You know, because she like totally like made my arm get broken. You know, and you know, I feel like Brenda is constantly. She's like a damsel in distress, an abused woman when all the other women are strong on the show. So I would like to see Brenda, like, you know, I would like to see Brenda kind of come into herself in like a more strong
Yeah, it's like I've had enough
way.
of this.
Yeah, would you think she's gonna stand up to like Famous B?
Me?
Yeah. Would you want her to?
Maybe.
Now,
You know,
that I
he's like
think
my
about-
TV husband. You know,
Yeah.
I gotta, you know, you can't just always let your husband abuse you all the time.
So okay, because that relationship is like, wait, because he found you somewhere. Like how the setup with Lucha, and the setup with Famous B in particular, and how you guys were introduced was amazing because they kind of teased it.
Yeah, it was a homeless lady, and he found me on the streets, and he was like my pimp daddy, and he turned me into Beautiful Brenda, and he took me on his lap of luxury, 423 get fame, and gave me some money to buy some cute clothes. And, you know, my tooth got filled in. I don't have a missing tooth anymore.
Oh, pretty woman right there, man.
Yeah, he changed my 9 lives, 100%.
What do you feel separates Lucha from other wrestling promotions? What makes Lucha different?
It's more real and dark. Like, it's like everything that happens in the ring, you know, is for a reason, and it's real. Where, you know, other wrestling, you know, you don't always get that real aspect as you do with Lucha. And I love it's very dark and demonic, like Robert Rodriguez style, like Sin City, and just really well shot, you know,
Absolutely.
like more like a real movie, like a real thriller
TV
horror film. Yeah, so like a horror film, you know, it's just like a good horror film, not a bad one. But it's just shot really well and very artistic, and the writings are, I mean, DJ's my daddy. He's a really good writer.
I like it's culturally significant too.
Yeah.
Like it embraces the culture really well.
Yeah.
You know, especially the Hispanic culture. They do a really good job of that.
And that
For
stereotype.
sure.
Yeah, and exactly whoever like literally that ancient culture and whoever you are.
The Aztec ancient culture
that,
and the
even you whatever
parades.
you are. Absolutely.
Yeah. My culture is just a white girl.
Y'all got a nice culture.
A Barbie living in
Y'all have a very checkered history.
Barbie girl in this Barbie world. You know.
And now,
So
what's your
adorable.
favorite parts about WoW when you think think back to your WoW days?
So I'm super into animal rescue. I have my own 501 nonprofit rescue. So WoW really helped me with that. So the stuff that they let me promote my rescue a lot. Where Lucha, there's really no. Although I did rescue a ton of cats for them, and I spayed and neutered them at the temple on season 3.
Oh, wow.
That's
This
amazing.
season 4, there were no cats. That building
'Cause it was
was
a different temple.
condemned.
Yeah.
No cats would dare go in there. There was no rats or life in there except for us.
Oh.
So, but
Wow.
the prior one, there were tons of cats because the owner had he wanted them to eat the rats, so he let a bunch of cats in
Right.
there. But they were ruining the shots. They were literally howling in heat
Oh my
during
gosh.
shots.
Wow.
So I came in like the cat badass that I am, and I spayed and neutered all of them. I got the kittens adopted that were living in the walls there. So
Wow.
I did work for them doing that, but
Incredible.
I didn't really promote my rescue like I did doing WoW because I played Kitty. I was Kitty, and I was like a mean cat, a heel cat on that. So it kind of coincided with what I do in real life.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Me? A cat.
And when you realized that's impossible.
Then I was like, oh crap, I guess just a valet, a kitty valet, or a Beautiful Brenda valet. I'm also a showgirl kind of. I used to be a magician's assistant.
Like, for
I
real.
could see that.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I've got a lot of costumes and stuff that kind of coincide with the Brenda aspect of
That's
how
awesome.
she is. And I also, I this is weird, little fact, but I also was supposed to be Vanna White. I was studying to be Vanna White when she was going to retire
Wow.
years and years
Is she
ago.
still doing it?
She's
Yes,
still,
yeah, Vanna White's still
she
turning-
is not retired.
Check it out. Vanna White, all she got to do is push
Yeah.
buttons now. Now she can just push the tiles.
I
She don't got
know.
to turn them. She can go boop, boop, boop. Shout out to
I
Vanna.
was in the running to be the next Vanna.
That's
Oh, wow.
incredible.
And she didn't retire.
She's like, you know
so I
what?
was
Nah,
like-
y'all, nah.
So yeah, so this kind of I guess what I do on Lucha is kind of the same
Yeah.
thing of being like a Vanna, but in more of a demonic, getting beat up kind of way,
That's incredible.
So yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's like-
this sounds terrible, but she's older.
But I'm
Vanna?
still in the running, Vanna. If you're gonna retire,
Yeah.
don't forget me.
Vanna's like,
Yeah.
no.
Shout out to Vanna White.
It's some weird, rough shout outs today, man.
Now, you've done a lot of roles. Is there any roles that you want to do that you haven't had a chance to do yet?
You mean a
Like,
role with
acting
Johnny
roles.
Depp?
Whatever comes to mind. Yeah.
Now, would you want to be in a relationship role with Johnny Depp?
No, just in a role. I love his character work,
Okay.
and I'm all about character work. So, I love character work. So any character-y type of jobs, that's what I like to do. If I can come out as an alien or anything, any funny character is that's just really out of flies me out of the park in some way. I want to do that. Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
I am good at serious stuff too. My
we
acting
say-
coach is oh my God, you're so dramatic. It's amazing. But, I've done more. I do a lot of horror stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you were in Taya and Johnny's horror
am.
thing. It didn't debut yet, did it?
No.
Okay.
It's not come out yet.
Okay.
I don't know how you do that. You know how to put me out on every word.
I do.
That's pretty impressive.
It's a lifelong
That's
thing
pretty
I've
impressive.
done. I've done it before cats were popular on the internet. For reals. Since I was a baby.
Now, who's your favorite wrestler?
On Lucha?
Just in general.
In general, the world.
So I love Joey Ryan's gimmick situation.
good.
He's really hilarious. I love it. I love his new ad that he just posted of him and some rocking horse thing. It's so funny to me.
Yeah, his whole and the whole lollipop thing
The
on
lollipop,
Lucha. Yeah.
all of it, it's really funny to me. Because, how does he not get his chest hairs stuck in those lollipops?
Or
And then
his
eats
other
his
hair.
chest hairs.
Incredible.
Or the other hair down there.
All
Is it
the
in a
down
pouch?
there hair, all the hairs.
Yeah,
He's
it's
got
just-
a giant Furby.
Yeah.
And he's
That's
just
true. I often wonder that too. It's
Yeah.
where is he
Pretty
pulling
impressive.
the lollipop
Yeah.
from?
He makes it work, man.
Yeah.
And but I also really like a Big Mac.
I like him.
You know, I
he's
like
good.
a big vegan mac with a side of fries and a milkshake. I love him. He's really fun.
Oh, he's awesome.
I love his character too, and he's my brother's favorite. So, you know, I mad props to the Mac too. I love him.
He's been doing a lot too, so kudos to him.
I would love to rep him in a season.
Put it out
That'd be
there.
dope. Put it out in the universe.
Yeah. He knows.
What? Oh wait. So have you gotten the script for Lucha yet?
No, not yet.
You got that script.
I got that script in my brain,
Okay.
honey. I come up with my own stuff.
Because they filmed this year around February, so I'm assuming sooner or later you guys are gonna get.
Rumor has it it's going to be around that time. I don't know exactly, but.
Right. But you're guaranteed to be on
birdies.
next season.
Yeah, like little birdies tell me things, and so hopefully
You don't have little
February.
cats telling you stuff? You have like cats telling you things? That's
no,
when you just separate from the...
I do have more cats telling me things than birds. That's for sure.
Now you were on Big Brother, correct?
I was like a long time ago.
Now Johnny, friend of the show, was on Survivor. Did you give him any advice? Because I see it feels like it's kind of almost the same. You're stuck somewhere with a bunch
I
of
went
people
to
you don't
the
know.
premiere of his Survivor, or the viewing.
Did you give him any advice before he went, or did you know that he was going to be on Survivor before the taping?
I didn't give him any advice because it's completely different.
Okay.
Like Survivor is in nature.
Mm-hmm.
And
it just seems like you're just stuck. You're
yeah.
both stuck somewhere. One's in a house and one's outside in the bush.
How real is Big Brother?
I've actually never seen Survivor before, except now that Johnny's been on it. So I didn't know if it was similar.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because I've never... Reality shows give me anxiety now because I was on one. So I get like mad anxiety. Like I had a really scary time on my season. So I kind of like I don't like feeling like people are nice to your face and then talking smack behind your back all the time. That's why I have my evil eye around my neck now, you know, so no one gives me them roly-poly eyes. And then I've got my ham's a hand so they can talk to the hand and it protects me, you know. So yeah, like I'm just, because I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I'm a very like nice person until you give me a reason not to be nice. Then I'm devil.
At least you know.
Now tell us a little bit about your you've been rescuing cats for quite some time.
I've been wrestling cats.
Rescuing.
Oh, okay. I've been like,
I mean,
That'd be amazing though. That'd be dope match though.
I got a lot of headgear on, the Santa hat, these earphones.
Your hair's down there.
My hair.
tell
Real
us,
hair, by the way.
All right,
Not faux.
Are we?
Tell us where can people support your organization?
Okay.
Yeah.
So thecatclub.org is my website. And if you go, and also the Cat Club, the LA Cat Club on Instagram, and the _ LA _ cat _
Oh Lord.
club.
Lord have mercy.
Underscore.
Did y'all get all that?
No. There's a lot of underscores in my. I've got 2 Instagram long story Instagrams, but then the LA Cat Club on Twitter and the LA Cat Club on Facebook is the one I use the most.
Okay, we're gonna need to include this
LA
all in
Cat
the.
Club.
Yeah, we're gonna put it
LA
in the
Cat
deets.
Club on Facebook is the one I use the most.
Okay.
Because, you know, I put all my special cat videos on there, and I
Cute.
put, you know, everything that I have for adoption, everything, all the cats I have for adoption on there, you know, because I have a ton of kitties that need homes if anybody's looking for that special Christmas baby.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm a cat guy. We gotta talk.
Are you?
yeah, you
Oh,
do-
my
yeah, you do
goodness,
have your
honey.
cat.
Oh, I post cat pictures like a
He
fool,
does.
like a fool.
He doesn't respond to text messages, but he posts cat pictures. Anywho, we're
love my
gonna get
kitty.
to.
He's
You have
adorable.
to show me your
Hey.
kitty after
know,
this.
right?
And I don't, you know, I
Yeah.
mean the regular
The obsession is real. But
So we're gonna get into rapid hot tags real quick.
Okay.
So we're gonna
Oh, this is
cue
fun.
that music. All right. So always early or always late. First word that comes to mind.
Ty Akira Malkins will say I'm always late.
Okay.
It's
Last
like
person.
a joke.
Last person you text.
Was Ty? I think it was Kira Taya Meowkins.
Okay. She's the one who help us get you on the show. So
yeah. So we text a lot.
Okay. She's awesome.
I think I text. Yeah.
If you were to listen to one album for the rest of life, what would the album be?
Love Cats by The Cure. I love The Cure.
Favorite Lucha character?
The Mac.
If you were a crayon, what color would you be?
If I'm a crayon?
Yeah, what color?
Hello?
Pink.
Pink.
Pink
And
Panther
if you were on
color?
death row, what would be your last meal?
A vegan piece of beef. Just for you.
All over my grill with that.
And what is the one thing you love about yourself?
That I'm nice.
That's
cute.
So cute. That's so cute.
Easy stuff. So Evan's going to hit that star of the week real quick.
That was very sweet.
Women's Wrestling Star of the Week.
Our women's wrestling star of the week is Kelly Klein, who is currently signed to the Ring of Honor. Klein made her debut at Ring of Honor in 2015, a Ring of Honor Glory by Honors, and made her television debut a year later as well. As a heel, she was on an undefeated streak in Ring of Honor until it was ended by Karen Q. With the help from Miss Perazzo, she's one of my favorites actually. She's pretty good. During an event in May 2017, Klein made her debut for the World Wonder Ring Stardom promotion by entering the Goddesses of Stardom Tag League tournament, which she ended up winning. Klein has won a crazy amount of championships: CP Women's Championship 3 times, the Merge Women's Championship 1 time, Mega Fighting Spirit Championship 1 time, VOW's Vixen Championship 1 time. If you haven't and you wanted to check out Kelly Klein match against friend of the show, Madison Rain, shout out to Miss Rain, Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling Global Wars earlier this month. Fun fact about Miss Klein, she can sing, and she also makes most of her own wrestling gear. She's a talent to be watched. Watch that, young lady.
Now we have Bosa in the chat. He wants to know where do you want your Brenda character to be in Lucha next season?
Where?
Like, what do you want her to be doing?
I want her to be a badass for once, or just something different. Who knows? They love watching me get my ass kicked, I guess. But you never know. The Aztec gods may grant my wishes.
Now, where can people find you?
Well, you can find me at Holly Meowy on Twitter, and you can find me at Holly Meowy on Instagram, and you can find me at Holly Meowy on Facebook, and you can find me at the LA Cat Club, or just LA Cat Club on Facebook.
Boom. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, Miss Holly.
I could have rapped yours. I could have been like, while you did that last one. It was so fast.
Tom was on Evans. I was looking at the guys like, we gotta go.
Where can people find you, Coco Cena?
Oh, at Evan T. Mac, Instagram and Twitter. Holla at your boy Coco Cena.
So we have a few more shows left for this year. We have
It's turn.
Next
It's lit.
Everything's gonna be good. We have a little holiday special that we're working on for you guys that I think you guys will absolutely love. So keep watching.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great, aka Ala Tony. But if you subscribe, if you're not subscribed to AfterBuzz Wrestling and Sports, make sure to subscribe. Leave those comments there. We definitely read them on iTunes, 5 stars or better. 5 stars.
8 stars.
8 stars. On Twitter and Instagram, make sure you follow us at WPW Weekly. Other than that, we know there are a lot of different wrestling shows all over the place. Like, trust me, I watch a lot of them. But because of you guys, we are now the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Did you know that, Holly? Yeah.
Yeah, that's word on the street.
On Earth?
On Earth.
On Earth.
None of the other ones.
Just
Ours has a pretty good one.
We
but it's
working
not
on
as
Jupiter
great.
and stuff like that. We're working on other planets in the solar system, but give us baby steps, baby steps.
I just realized that you guys have yellow and black because it's like a bee.
Oh, just hit you at the end.
I'm like,
After
what?
buzz.
She's like, I get it. She's like, I understand.
Oh my God, Bumblebee is. They should give you a shout out in the movie.
There
or
you
like
go.
Real talk.
Bumblebee.
Oh, they need no
Transformers.
facts. Why aren't we doing like a cutting a pro? Man, we talk about
We'll
that.
talk about that later. Other than that, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Holly, for joining us. You guys can follow me at TK Trinidad on everything.
My girl.
Other than that, we will see you guys next week. Ciao.
Meowy Catsmas.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Miss Holly.
Thank you guys.
From executive producers Kevin Undergaro, Maria Menounos, Phil Svitek, producer TK Trinidad, and me, Mark Donica, your voice of AfterBuzz TV Wrestling. We ask you to rate and comment on iTunes, subscribe to AfterBuzz Wrestling on YouTube, and find us on all social media. Thank you for watching Women's Pro Wrestling Weekly. See you next week.